title of this is already insufferable.
You were hanging out outside of work with your male coworker.
Yes.
And you were in a 4-year relationship with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
When you were hanging out with the male coworker, would it be like, okay, we're going to grab a bite to eat after work?
No.
Or would it be, we're not even working today, I'm going to go kick it with fucking whatever his name, Justin?
No. We were literally like after work, we were just
But you
out.
never, on a day, I mean, that's still bad, but on a day where there wasn't work, would you guys hang out?
Oh, no.
Okay, so after work, y'all would go hang out. What time would you get off work?
Like between 8 and 9.
So, okay, even worse. We're getting off at 2 p.m.
Kind of rough.
We're grabbing a bite to eat. It's daytime, whatever. At night, you're kicking it with this guy. And then, would he ever come to your place?
My friend?
Yeah, your friend.
No.
Did you go to his house?
No.
Okay. So, your boyfriend, though, would he tell you he has an issue with it?
Yeah.
Because this seems like a pattern of behavior. Correct me if I'm wrong.
What do you mean, a pattern of behavior with me?
Like, it wasn't just a one-time thing, you would frequently hang out with this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So he told you he didn't like it.
Yeah.
Correct?
Mm-hmm.
And then you kept doing it anyway?
Yeah.
So I'm just curious, you've been dating a guy for 4
Yeah, she, it sounds like she would rather hang out with this coworker more than she actually respects her dude.
years. How long were you at this job for?
Like since the beginning of this year, so.
Okay, so you'd already been dating the dude for 3 years, you get a new job, and then you're kicking it with some random work husband or whatever.
Are you dating him now? The work guy? No. Okay.
Good question.
Fair.
I guess my further question on this is, knowing that it made your boyfriend of 3 years uncomfortable, and he expressed this to you, why did you continue doing it?
I think it was very much the way he went about it, and because he has so much, like, issue.
Yeah, no, actually. I don't think that, like, I don't... Bro, you gotta take accountability. He doesn't like it. If he wants to roast this dude after the fact, I don't really care. I feel like he's justified, but that's my opinion.
The things I've done in the past that he just
such as?
didn't like. Well, like for instance, going to Six Flags or going like anywhere by myself. Really, it's
Well,
just
by yourself is different than, but...
yeah. No, I understand.
How was
but,
the way he went about it?
like he was just very disrespectful specifically to this person.
Wait,
exactly
disrespectful
what I
to you
assumed.
or to the guy?
To the
Exactly what I assumed. She's pissed off because, oh, you talk shit about this guy, right, or something. It's like, why wouldn't he? Dude's trying to step on her toes, or on his toes, unless maybe the dude didn't even know she was taken. Then it's not even his fault. But that sounds like dishonesty on your part. This is some hoe energy.
guy.
Well, hold on. When you say he was disrespectful to the guy, when you would be talking to your boyfriend one-on-one, and would he be talking shit about the other guy, or are you saying he met the dude? Hello, you can answer the question.
No, he met the dude, but like
so
later
he would
after
be
we
disrespectful. Are you saying he would be disrespectful to the dude to his face?
No.
Okay, so
Who
when
cares?
it's just you and him, your boyfriend of 3 years or whatever at the time, 4 years, whatever, he would be like, "Hey, fuck that guy. I don't like that guy."
Fair.
Not like those words,
Okay, so
but
you help me out here. I'm a little frustrated.
no, he was just like
How was your boyfriend being disrespectful to your work husband?
he wasn't my work husband.
Whatever,
first of all.
whatever.
He was just very rude. I mean, like he
How
had,
so? Okay, how?
like making fun of him, like as if he were disabled, even though he wasn't.
Based. Based.
Okay, like calling him a retard or something.
Yeah, kind of.
W sounds like.
Based.
Okay, what else? How was he disrespectful?
It was just the way that I felt like he was not trusting me and feeling like he wanted to be very controlling. Like he wanted to know like where I was all the time. And in the last few months, he got like.
Bro, if you are running around hanging out with some other dude that your dude doesn't want you hanging out with, yeah, I think that kind of brews a bit of lack of trust, honestly, because you were disrespecting that man by hanging out with other men that he doesn't like. How is this not computing?
Like very insecure, and like.
That's not
Wait,
insecure.
hold on. So how soon? Okay, you got this job like a year ago.
Yeah.
And the coworker, he was there too from the beginning, right?
No.
Okay, he got a job at what point?
Like a few months ago, like over the summer.
Here's the question, though, right? Let's just say her boyfriend, right, decided to go hang out with some girl from work, right? Had big old monster titties, you know what I mean? A big old fat ass, and like, just all this, right? How in the fuck would she feel about it? You know? It's a good point, in my opinion.
Okay, so new guy starts working there, and then you start hanging out with another man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then your boyfriend brings it up. How's like, because he knows, he sees you with him. What?
No, because like I would tell him that I would like hang out with him, and he would.
And okay, so the first time you told him,
Mm-hmm.
"Hey, I'm hanging out with my male coworker at 9 p.m. at night," what was his reaction?
He was just kind of like, oh, haha, like that's cool. Like he really didn't care at first.
At first.
Yeah.
But okay, so you kept hanging out with him, and then at some point he had an issue with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so the first time he raises the issue is a couple weeks in.
Probably a month or so.
A month or so in. Okay. Does he go about it politely then?
No.
Okay, so putting aside that doesn't like the guy, because the guy I was the guy single, the coworker.
Yeah.
Okay. He doesn't like the guy. He thinks the guy's trying to move in on his girlfriend of 3-4 years, whatever.
Fair assessment.
You say he's talking disrespectfully about the other guy. By the way, the guy who's not your boyfriend. How's he being disrespectful or rude to you? Like, how is he approaching it that you feel was not the right way? Because you said he didn't go about it the right way. How so?
Like I said, he was just being rude and not trusting me.
But what? When you say he wasn't
You're giving
rude,
him a reason not to trust you.
in and of it, because obviously, look, let's just go ahead and grant he was insecure. He didn't like your hanging out with this guy. Let's grant it. But was it just in and of itself him being rude that he didn't want you to hang out with the guy? Or, like, his tone wasn't good?
Yeah, his tone.
Okay, how was his tone? Demonstrate it.
Like, angry, like, he would yell at me, and I just...
The first time he brought it up?
No, not the first time, like, later. But I just feel like...
But the first
So he
time
built
he was
up
like,
to
hey,
that.
I'm not comfortable with this. Can you... The first time...
Oh, the first time he was saying
and the
uncomfortable.
first time... No, the first time he raised the issue.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me the dynamic there.
He was angry about it. He was, like, yelling at me, and he was belittling me, and...
But I guess
I would really want her to define belittle before running with this shit, because a lot of these girls that come on this fucking podcast are brainlets, and they like to overuse words to like kind of bolster their stance on things, and they usually it doesn't even fit the definition.
Confusion here is he was initially cool with it, and then just light switch he flipped, or was this a thing progressively he became concerned with?
If it was a thing that progressively he became concerned with, he never brought it up to me. So it was, like, to me, a light
Okay, can you
switch.
demonstrate his tone or voice? You can raise your voice. That's fine.
No, I mean, he just, like...
No, okay.
Well, I'm not going to raise my
okay.
voice. Like, I don't yell.
Well, it's not,
He was just, like, yelling at me.
I understand that's not something you would do, but to demonstrate for us so we can get an understanding of, the dynamic.
Yeah, come on, let's vibe check that shit.
So what? You
Okay,
want me to
remember
mimic
earlier
him?
in the show where I was like, my faux makes you, like when I was raising, was it
Yeah,
like
I
that?
don't do that. No.
Was it that crazy?
I mean, kinda, yeah.
Okay. So your boyfriend of 3.5 years says you're kicking it at 9, 10, 11. What was the latest you typically hang out with the guy? Because you said you got off at 8, 9 p.m.
Yeah.
So you guys could kick it. Were you guys living together?
Who? Me and my boyfriend?
Obviously.
Well, I don't know. You could be asking about the guy.
Who else you living with?
Well, you could be asking about the
With the
other
coworker
guy.
you living
I
with?
don't know. You just
Or you disagree with your boyfriend?
no.
Okay.
Dumbass.
So you would be kicking it with the guy until midnight,
Yeah, sometimes.
1 a.m.
No.
Okay, around midnight. That's fucking hours.
That's
That's
a long.
fucking hours.
Mm-hmm.
That's not. We're just platonic friend hours.
Yep. Kind of looks that way.
That's I'm fucking your girlfriend hours.
No.
Kind of.
So anyway, but okay. I'm confused though. Was the relationship up until coworker situation? Otherwise, look, people have arguments and disagreements in relationships. There's rocky patches, whatever. Was the relationship otherwise good up until the coworker stuff?
I wouldn't say so.
Okay, so there was other issues.
Yeah.
There needs to be an explanation there.
Was it related to jealousy on his part, or were there other issues?
Yeah, I guess. No, I wouldn't say jealousy, really.
Okay. Was the relationship good at any point?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. If he had asked you not to hang out with this, assuming the relationship had been as good as it was earlier on in the relationship, and he asked you not to hang out with this coworker guy, would you have done it?
Good question.
No.
Okay.
That means you're fishing for another fucking dude. That's what you were doing. You were creating a fucking a back burner. That's fucking diabolical. You just proved everything. This is all hoe energy.
Okay, so even if you're in the most amazing relationship you've ever been in, and the guy's perfect and amazing, and this could be the one, if he simply asks you not to hang out with a male coworker at midnight, you would tell him no. Is
Well,
that
it
correct?
depends on how he would say it.
Who cares? Well,
Yeah, no.
Whoa, who cares how he says it?
Because why do I have to, like, make decisions based on what he wants?
Why would you
Because
have
that's how
to make
relationships
decisions?
work.
That's
Hold
how
on,
relationships
repeat that
work.
shit, please.
It's called being in a relationship. There are certain sacrifices you make. I don't, it's like if you don't really want to adhere to the general standards of a relationship, you probably shouldn't be in one. I just think that's fair.
Okay,
Repeat that shit for me.
going back, the reason...
No, wait. Before you go back, just repeat
Why would I have to make decisions based on...
the person who you love. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would you have to ever, compromise in a relationship? Why
No,
would
no,
you
no, that's
ever
what I'm
have
saying,
to,
that's what I'm saying.
try to
Because that was
satisfy
the
or
big
please your
that was the
partners?
big issue for me in our relationship, was that he wasn't, like, compromising for...
Compromising to allow you...
No, not for
Compromising to let you continue hanging out with your male coworker at midnight.
that. No, not that. There are other issues.
Okay, so it was...
Why wouldn't you just go home and hang out with your man? I thought you were in love with him. Like, what the fuck? It almost seems like since you guys were in, like, kind of a slightly rocky area, like, why wouldn't you try to, like, maybe fix the relationship, work on it, come home and hang out with him and try to, like, rebuild what was starting to get fucked up. I still don't understand. This shit doesn't track properly.
It's tit for tat then. If
I
you
guess.
won't do this for me, I won't do this for you.
Right?
No.
That is tit
Okay,
for tat.
so... I'm... Okay.
I think this is the problem that we're seeing in a lot of relationships nowadays, is that people are not establishing conversations to letting each other know what exactly they want.
Or building
No,
boundaries,
I
too.
was really clear with him several times what I want, and I kept giving him chances, and that was my mistake.
What?
Can
Okay,
I
so
ask
what-
you
Yeah,
something?
exactly. What
Yeah.
did you want,
Would
though?
you, I mean, I guess if you were still in the relationship, will it be okay with you if he hangs out with a female coworker until midnight?
Yeah, I don't care. And I told him that.
No.
Yeah, I'm
No,
not so sure about that.
no.
People
Nope. That right there is a trap. It would have been a trap for you, honestly. You saying that to him is a trap. It guaranteed.
Girl TBH, you were dead wrong for that. I'm
Just
sorry.
different boundaries,
But so,
relationships.
so in a if you're seeing a guy, are you saying that if he politely, he was like, hey, look, I'm not comfortable with you hanging out with your coworker, would you stop seeing the coworker then, assuming he went about it, he asked you politely?
Honestly, yeah. Like, probably.
Really?
Okay, so
No.
I
don't
think
believe
there's
it.
two issues here. I think with your boyfriend or girlfriend, this applies to both men or women, you should attempt to resolve things
Facts?
in a measured, You should try to avoid, screaming matches and yelling. That's bad. And look, I understand also though sometimes sometimes things can be really upsetting, and sometimes you're emotional, and sometimes you might raise your voice a bit. I understand that too. But I generally think yes, it is best to try to communicate in a calm, measured way without name calling or yelling or insults or anything like that. But with the caveat that sometimes we got to give people grace. People aren't perfect. Sometimes people can be upset by things, and they can, say things or raise their voice when, maybe.
Brian, I'm gonna have to call this. You need to sit closer to the mic in the same way you instruct everybody else, because right now you are quieter than you normally should be. But anyway.
In retrospect, they wish they didn't. There's two issues here, though. I don't think you get to do this thing where, like, if you cheat on your partner and they yell at you, that doesn't then give you some perfect get out of jail free justification. Well, you raised your voice at me and you yelled at me, so I'm going to continue the behavior that you dislike. In this case, I think we can acknowledge two wrongs. He shouldn't have raised his voice at you. However, he was correct on this particular issue. I think he has perfect justification for his 3.5-year girlfriend to not be hanging out with her male coworker at midnight.
Fair.
And if, even though he didn't go about it the right way, you then snipered in, narrowed in on, well, now that your tone was inappropriate, I'm going to use that as permanent justification to continue doing this behavior that you dislike. Two things can be wrong at the same time. In this case, you should have had a separate conversation with him. Hey, I don't like how you're talking.
That's an amazing question by Mr. Northumberland, whatever. Was there alcohol involved when you guys were hanging out, or when you were hanging out with the other guy? That's a great fucking question, actually. I'd love to know the answer. I don't think they're going to call that out, though.
But also, I understand that this is upsetting to you. I care about you. We've been dating for 3.5 years. If this really bothers you, I won't hang out with him.
That's fair.
But do you think it's inappropriate for somebody in a relationship to not want their significant other hanging out with somebody of the opposite sex late at night?
I see there's nothing wrong with that.
no, like, I feel like that's not unreasonable, but, like, I don't know. Like I said, like, if he had a female coworker, like, that he was hanging out with, like, I wouldn't have a problem with it.
Well, I understand that you wouldn't have an issue with it, but there's not perfect symmetry all the time in respective boundaries in a relationship. What might be okay for one person might not be okay for the other.
It's like an unspoken rule when it comes down to relationships.
I mean, maybe we can ask the panelists here. And look, some people are more okay with certain things in their relationship, friends with the opposite sex, that sort of stuff. Those of you who've been listening to what she's describing here, would you be okay with your boyfriend of 3.5 years going to hang out with a female coworker at midnight regularly after the shift?
No. I'd feel a little weird about it. I'd
A
want to
little
have
weird.
tabs. Yeah.
That's fair.
No?
Absolutely not.
Wouldn't be cool with it?
This would be a talk. Like, I wouldn't just let it slide. That would be a whole
Yeah.
conversation.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. And I have to say,
Normal
like, I
people
was in a
think
similar
that way.
situation where, like, I was in your shoes, and guess what I did? I set boundaries and I stopped talking to the guy.
Yeah. It's pretty simple.
Wait, sorry. Hold on. Nick, did we do the... we can't have a flash. I got...
Oh, man.
You are wearing underwear?
Yeah, I have both shorts on.
Okay, good. Sorry. We were about to get either a pussy slip or a dick slip. I don't even know what could have happened. Okay, so,
Alrighty then. Yep. Mm-hmm.